Being recorded. You would, right?
Just a little reminder. My guides told me to tell you.
Maybe I should mention before you start, this is your popping the cherry. Tamara's usually popping her cherry tonight with all of you beautiful people. This will be the first time kind of on a public platform sharing her gifts and her light language, really, because this transmission will be in that. Anyway, Tamara, go ahead.
Well, that's nicely, I like that. That's nicely put. Yes, it is my spiritual coming out. Thank you, Mary, again, and welcome, beautiful souls. I recognize some of you and not all of you, and I'm just so happy to be here. And as Mary was saying, Mary and I have known each other for quite a while, and we have an incredible connection. And I adore Mary. And we were talking last week, and I was going through some very, very heavy, dense energy in my life, and feeling a real sense of disconnect, of division amongst people that I love, my own family and some friends. And I've been feeling this very strongly ever since the Lionsgate portal, because the day after I actually had a trip where I flew back to the US, to New York, where I am from. And so I had lesson after lesson being presented to me, where I was literally being shown that this is now the time to release attachments, and attachments of all forms, things, people, relationships, attachment to outcomes, attachment to past beliefs of how things should look like, how things should be. And it was really hard and fast. And as I worked through these lessons, I saw that the only way that I was getting through them was by holding my vibration in love and compassion for others, even if we had massive differences of opinion or massive differences of beliefs. It was just moving through this density and seeing that the more we divide, the less we're moving towards where we want to be. And for me, this whole process of releasing attachments, it's a letting go. We're very tethered to the 3D matrix when we're attached to anything in this world, anything. And I have been coming into this awareness very powerfully. And I realized that as we let go and we release in love and compassion, not in judgment, not in anger, not in sadness, but in the higher vibration, we free ourselves, we lighten, we ascend, we move. And it was something that I was actually feeling in my body. Like just the fact that I could hold this vibration around others that were in a vibration of division and fear, I could sense shifts in others. I could sense it. And maybe they didn't say anything, and maybe, it's not up to me what they do with the information or the light that they received. But I could feel that there were shifts happening. And of course, there is, there are still a lot of challenges that we're facing. Some of us in certain countries, more difficult than others right now. And so when I was speaking to Mary, we decided to do some light language to sort of heal each other and work through this. And it was so powerful. It was just this whole, it was such a purging and a clearing, and we both felt it. It was vibrational, and we felt called to do this, because clearly if we're experiencing this at an individual level, the collective it is being mirrored out there, and we're all feeling that. Yes. So it really was to come here to clear out this separation and the division, the polarity that we're feeling inside of us, releasing the attachments that create these divisions within ourselves and with other living things, not just humans, but with everything. And then from that clearing to move into a space of real unconditional love and unity, which of course is still very difficult to do as 3D humans, but it's where we are heading. And it's the steps that I feel are necessary to take to get us there. So that's been my journey. in the past couple of months, but most especially since August.
Totally feel you on that. And obviously because of our share moving through the same things, and we're not alone in this. Sometimes it can feel like that though. And then I know with me, sometimes like I'll move through this on my own, right? You don't want to bother somebody or dump on somebody. I just had that come up during the week. And really that's not what we're about anymore, right? The energy is not that. It's community, it's unity, it's coming together to share like what we're doing, Tamara and I, but with all of you as well, everybody watching, that we create these communities where we can move into 0 point, not just on our own, in our own personal experiences, but like collectively as well, right? That, I don't know, I'm doing the infinity symbol, right? It's that. It's like, there's the dark, there's the light, and we want to be in this point here where we're neither tipping one way nor tipping or falling any way, any which way what. Yeah, that feels
I love that you just used the word tipping, because that just came. We are reaching a tipping point in the collective. We really are. And the way to get there is exactly what you were doing. It's integrating the dark and the light, right? Within us, but also without, as within, so without. So, and the tipping point is happening because so many of us are holding the light. We are coming together. And that's the other thing, the lack of support that we might be feeling in our 3D physical environment, because not everyone is on the same journey. Not everyone's on the same path, but we are not unsupported. We can come together in communities like this one, and we know that we have support from the higher realms. And that's been coming through so strongly for us and for many of you. And so this is what I hope we can bring forth tonight for all of you.
Absolutely. I love that. Yeah, the tipping point, we talked about that. And one of the things you mentioned is like that tipping point of like consciousness suddenly moves into that space. But it's that duality before we get there. And I was saying the 100th monkey, because that brought that back. It's like the 100th monkey. Once that happens, all the generations going forward have the same knowledge, have the same, they know, they feel, they do. So I love that. And it feels true. It feels anchored. I'm going to take a breath into it all. There's a lot of receiving that needs to happen while we're in these spaces as well. Laurel, as the Pleiadians say, the light as one, act as if it is so. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely true. I have to remind myself this because we're always reprogramming ourselves constantly. And it was Neo, the scene of the Matrix, that was shown to me a few days ago. I was telling Tamara, and she has her own, like your daughter is studying, asked to see the Matrix the same time this came out, wasn't it?
Yes, I'd seen these movies. I love the series, The Matrix, and I'd seen them years ago. And literally this past week, my daughter was asked to watch it for a class, believe it or not. And so I rewatched it with her about 3 days ago. And that scene that you talked about, where Neo is literally coming out of the muck and he's being unplugged, and you can see the holes in, and it's just the whole, his awakening, right? He is unplugging and disengaging from the matrix. And I shared this with, I had posted it on one of your lives, the one you did this morning. I had this weird experience last week, and I think it was when we were talking, I told you how I was feeling these weird pains, not a lower back pain, but from like kind of the center of my spine up to the base of my head and then into the middle. And I didn't make the connection, but it was literally like I could feel like a pulling out of me. And I was like, oh. And then you mentioned that in your live about the scene in the Matrix. And I thought, was I being unplugged? Was a guide like assisting me in this process? Yes. And I feel, yes, there is something happening, and it's happening to all of us. It may not feel the same way, and we're not going to experience it in the same way, but it was a literal unplugging for me. And since then, I've had so much healing and clearing. Like it's, there are still challenges that we're dealing with. Of course we are. But since then, I feel a sense of deep peace that this is an illusion, and I know that it is, and I can keep remembering that. And I see through the illusion, as most of us here can. And remembering that, it's almost like you can walk through it, like the post that you made about the man in I think it was South Africa, who sat on the beach and the police didn't arrest him. If you're in that energy, if you're in that vibration, you're not in 3D anymore. That's releasing the tethers. You're in 5D. And so the energy that you're emanating, it will affect those around you. So that I just found that so beautiful. And I believe that it really does happen when we can hold that higher vibration.
So true. Reading that man's post, and it's on my page if any of you haven't seen this, and was it in Australia and South Africa where he was,
I think it was South Africa, yeah.
The beaches were all closed off and there was a massive police blockade, and he just had this thing of where there is no fear, I don't need to be brave if I'm not in fear. So he just went and he got a moment. He was told, now, go now. And he went into lotus position and was in deep trance. And he said one of the things he wanted to do was to say thank you so much to those police officers. They did not lift him. They did not throw him in a van. They were unthreatening. His presence, they just stood around him and they waited for that to finish. And the next day, he said, the government lifted all those bans on the beaches. One act. And everybody followed him then, went to the water. The police could no longer stop what was natural nature for us, our birthright. So yeah, have a read of that. It was a very beautiful read. Mm-hmm. If we're all like that together, imagine what would happen. Imagine if we step into that state, that listening, that peace state, and we follow through every time. Wow, right? And one thing I wanted to say is he had the community with him when he did this. They were right behind him. This came through during the week, and Tamara, you and I actually talked about this, but I didn't mention it to you today. A lot of people are going to start getting the pull and the push to build communities. And it's not in your mind if you're literally hearing it and you're like, sure, I'm not somebody who would do that. That's for somebody else. No, it really is. And it's coding that's coming through for many, many, many. And what I think will happen, or wonder will happen, or feel will happen, is community after community after community will be built. They'll link. Mm-hmm. They'll end up linking. So, and I know a few of my beautiful ladies are here, like Victoria and Laurel and Paula. Let me see who else is here. We're building one right now. And I will drop the dates next week on that for all of you. But I just wanted to say that I think now is a good time for us, unless tomorrow you have anything else to drop in with that, but is now a good time for us to do the intention. And yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Hello, Michelle and Leslie and Sweetie. I love it. Thank you, gorgeous.
Hi, Christy.
So, my darlings, I'm hoping that you have a glass of water. Looks like I'm advertising it. And here's the glass of water. Oh, Judy, welcome. Yeah, I'm excited as well. So what we're going to do, when all of you beautiful ladies and gents watching, and in the future as well, I mean, this is a quantum transmission. It doesn't matter when. You receive exactly what you need when you need it. So please also, if you're on a live now, please share this if you wish on your own pages, if you know your community would like to partake in what we're doing right now as well. Angelina's getting a glass, no worries. I'm going to talk through what we're going to do for those of you that are brand new to this. So we get our glass of water or bottle, it doesn't really matter. What we're going to do is we're going to hold the water like this or like this. Again, it doesn't matter. We're going to connect into the body, and we're going to imagine and visualize a light above us. Okay, a beautiful light, whatever color that you feel is coming through for you. You're visualizing, imagining, or intending it. And you're breathing that light in and into the body. We're going to move it through the body and move it down into the glass of water. We'll also be holding our intentions. So if you have an intention now, and it can be simple, Tamara and I have set one for the space. We've just done that already today. But you might have your own personal one about something in particular in your life right now that you're looking to let go of, where you're stuck, or what's holding you back, or where there's illusion or disharmony or pain or suffering. I mean, bring that in now. You're going to release, let go. This is the clearing that we're doing for Monday. So I'm going to give you a minute. Tamara and I are just going to breathe into each other. You gather your thoughts, gather your water and your intention. And out loud, I'm just going to call in your guides, your angels, your beings of light, your ascended masters, the Christ consciousness, Divine Mother, Divine Father, Mother Earth, Gaia, and all the elementals and dragons and fairies, the ancients that need and want to be here, and the galactics, and the new beings coming through from the Lionsgate, kind of all these new beings now that are coming in. We invite you. We invite each and every person watching out here tonight. We invite your higher selves and yourselves from the future as ascended masters to join us, so that you are completely and loved, safe and protected during this clearing transmission. So just take a breath in. And when you're ready now, I'm going to invite you now to hold your water. Visualize, imagine, sense, feel a beautiful light, any color that you wish, above your head, connecting to the great, great source above you. Taking a few breaths in. As you breathe in this light, sense it moving through the crown into the third eye. And as you breathe, it moves down into the throat, down the spine into the shoulders, from your shoulders into the arms, into the hands, and out of the hands into the water you are holding. Beautiful light, liquid luminescence, bursting open the molecules of water one by one. Holding your own intention now. Feeling that light move back up the arms as it's swirling now in the water into your heart space. And as you breathe in and out, you can imagine that your heart itself is breathing that light in and out and around your body. That liquid light moving down into the solar plexus, into the gut, into the womb sacral root. And as you breathe deeply in again, that light moving down your hips, your legs, your calves, your shins, ankles, feet, out into the soles of your feet, dropping down into the earth. That light now moving into the central sun of Mother Earth, her center point of light and love, union. Moving that light now, sensing it move down beneath the house that you're in, the ground, the earth, the stones, the rocks, the riverbeds, the crystal beds, all the way into the beautiful golden core. Breathe in. As you breathe in now, her light moving up through you. Very quickly up, 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 up as you breathe in into the heart, down your arms, down your shoulders into your arms, her light, and into the water. Her earth element now in the water, her golden light of love. And I'm going to invite you to say out loud now, taking a breath in, your own intention, and just repeating out loud, letting your voice have presence, the sound waves of you, your essence, your frequency, and just saying out loud, I invoke my I am presence, and my intention for this transmission is, and please say your intention now. Good. Tamara and I, our intention is for this collective to clear and release all and any attachments, illusions, judgments, projections, separation, division, polarity that is tying us into a 3D matrix, so that we move into greater love and unity for ourselves and all life everywhere. And breathe that in. Aho, thank you, amen. Please now take a sip of your water as we sip of ours. And our energy fields now are connected, and we are safe and protected. As this intention is now amplified across all realms of multidimensional reality, we ask this now, our intention be heard for the highest good of all, please. Thank you. When you're ready, my loves, place your water down and just begin to relax. Get comfortable in your chair, your seat. And I'm going to invite Tamara to open this transmission with her light language, her presence, whatever is coming through for her. I invite you all to receive. Go ahead, Tamara.
Nameoea sotokoeata heia. Nameoea sokotoa teia. Nameya se wata washe wata. Name se wata washe te wasa watasea watashe. Name se wata. Namese wata utashate asa ewa namese wata namese wata se wata she wata nasiatewa namese wata Nasia te washeva, Nasia te washeva, Name te wasai. Watia tea sea, Watia sea tea, Watia sea tea, Washatea, Watashea, Watashe, Natia sea watea, Nativa se watea. Name seu, Name sewa, Name se wata.
As you breathe into your bodies, receiving that transmission that was clearing chains, That was deprogramming contracts, releasing them, revoking them. Through the ancestral bloodlines and karmic lines. Hanjia, Kanya Ichi, and soul chakra, all the way up into all the lives you've lived here and beyond. What is it you truly wish to release? Ondonoki. Declutter from mind, declutter from the body, toxin release. Okondoniaka, seya shukto, hatia kanya, all that you consume that is not serving you because it's all you've ever known. Haptia ki, we invite in greater awareness of all that you consume. Santiaki yaki, for these are pathways that bypass Ukunya ya abaka sanye, conscious mind, and move into unconsciousness. Usukuya, and take root, festering. This is what we wish to pull tonight. Zanzanokuya katata kutukurutotote makai siti. Amzanakutuya maka shati. Rasata ko shata amdaya diarata jayati ataye. Rotochuko janya ye waye. Rasha barikuturu futukutu alhara ar 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 Yalla mahwe shia kalam donokoye. How
Rakate se hawa tateya. Rakasete hawa tete hawa simati katokota shukata se sawa. Rakataka sakota shukata rakaseta wa. Unara sawata rakawata teya. Wata rakaseta wata hawa. Nima se patea rakaseta wa. Wow, 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 wow. Simawe, wow, 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 wow. Simawe ara, nimasea sachatawa takacha, takacha, nimasea wea takacha. Seya wataheya, seya wataheya watase, seya watahe, nimashe wata. Rakawasawa. Shea wata seya. Rakawe samatia hata. Samatia wataheya. Samatia watahe. Heya matawea. Shia watahe. Shia watahe. Oh, yeah, oh, oh, yeah, oh.
Reminder to keep connected with your breath. And move the body if you're feeling stuck or blocks or anything that's stuck, releasing. Just let the body move. Part of that transmission that came through was an invocation to release the mentality of war. The us versus them ideology. Separation and division. And what came through was subliminal messaging, if I can say that word right. Subliminal messaging. You use that.
Subliminal.
This is happening today. My tongue goes off in weird things. The messaging that is hidden and affecting our consciousness and subconsciousness. What Tamara's was there is to release that, and it's mentality of war. So thank you for that. Kuyas and yachi, that was one aspect of it. There was more. Oh, sokanyechi ala sokoye. Okay, I'm getting something come through, and I'm going to invite us to do this. They're showing me a little short meditation because some of them want to make themselves known to you. So they're saying you're receiving the codes with Tamara and Mary, and some of you watching are ready now. They want to meet you. Now, these beings are part of this new gatherings, these new councils that have come through from the Lionsgate. They've never before been around the Earth axis. They've never been in Earth atmosphere. They've never helped humans, quote unquote, in this realm that we're in right now. But they've heard the call and they've been adjusting their own vibrations to be able to connect tonight. And some of them are saying, some of you right now are ready to receive them as well. So I'm going to do a very short meditation and just call in and just see who's here to work with you now in your own life or in your own purpose work, your service work. So I want you now, as you're breathing in and out, just imagine yourself in a beautiful open space. The most glorious place that you would ever imagine for yourself, where there is complete stillness and peace and beauty all around. Maybe it's by the sea or a mountain, a valley, a meadow, forest. Just breathe in and out and be there now, feeling the earth beneath your feet, hearing the sounds of nature around you and the gentle breeze against your skin. Breathe that fresh air in deep into your lungs. And walk along this beautiful scene a little while, taking in the beautiful landscape, the sounds, the smells, the textures and colors. Notice the little animals near you or around you, or the sound of birds in the distance. As you walk and explore, each step renews you and relaxes you even more, just going deeper and deeper into a relaxed state. And in a moment, you will see a door just appear on the horizon a few meters ahead of you, a magic door. And through this door, taking a breath in now as you get closer to it, you notice it opens, and through the door come some of your guides or angels or beings of light. It may be one, it may be many. Just allow the light now to adjust as your eyes focus on who is coming through this door. As you breathe, you will attune to that frequency and gain a clearer picture of them, how they feel, if they in fact even have a physical form or a form that you can recognize. Perhaps they are light or essence. And just breathe now as they welcome you and greet you. Interact with them. Say hello. Ask them who they are and why they're here. Ask them, how are they to work with you? What is it that you are to receive right here, right now, to help you and assist you on your journey? Allow now a clearing to occur from your own guides. Perhaps they will work on you for a minute or two. And just receive, allow your own language of light through as you keep breathing and connecting. Sense if any geometric shapes come in, they will be yours to help you on your journey. Notice the colors. Orala. Minyoroko Ashaye. Linka Noroko. Rakshandanokoye Abseu Maeaum Anye Asu Kandiale Amnonoke Hau Mashadi O Kanye Ka Minka Nesun Kanane Om Kash.
Sisi mama heya, sisi mama heya, tokoya, tokoya, ni matera weta, tera weta, nini mawea, nini mawe, tera weta tokoya. Terawing totokoea. Connect to the earth, connect to nature. I feel a pulling down, a grounding, connecting. That is the only thing that is real in the solution. Nature, Mother Earth, connect. Si wawa ne maun terawe un terawea. Si manawea un tawea. Terawea. Shoe tamaseo, 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 takaseo, tamaseo, takase. Shoe, shoea sate hawe tawe tasahea tawe ha satahewa shoe soe shoe shoe shoe.
We're having a few words come in here. A being on my right. For those, some of you watching or in the future, they're bringing in the aspects of illusions, distortions in the fields of consciousness and energy. They're showing how this keeps us locked in an endless loop. And they're showing me one in particular, money right now. How some of us can feel tied because of money. I can't be or do this because of XYZ. Hanyaki. So they're coming in now. Lakshminaya Siyama Kayeti Nena Namaha. Om Zanaikiana Nena Namaha. Osokonye Siki. Reverse that. Zonokoishi. Relinquish all contracts attached and tied to money. Oshokonye, where it's no longer serving you. Hanya, keeping your hands tied from your purpose work, from your service, and from the full vitality of love, life, and health that you be. Hushokonyan, sinya, kia katacha wachunya, sinya, kia, ondonanaeke, antananasa. They're clarifying money is not bad per se, it's the energy and projections attached to it. Gold, put gold around every bit of penny you have, every bit of notes that you have. Put gold around your bank accounts. Wherever you store money now, they're saying imagine gold light filling that space up and filling the bank vaults up. Filling up your purses and your bags. Let the abundance codes come through as you're clearing scarcity and lack. Do you want to step out of that, or will you keep playing that same loop? I don't have enough money, but how will I make money? And they're just saying, call it forth in love and in unity. Oh, and the myriad of ways it can come. And they're saying that this gets interwoven into relationships, and the same energy is there, tied in relationships. From scarcity, loneliness, the illusion of that, or abandonment, or holding on to one no longer serving you, a relationship. From fear of being alone, or because it's a program I can't leave or I can't let that go. Perhaps a soul contract has been fulfilled, and you must breathe into that. Oh, when it's done from love and heart, all will be well. So they're just bringing in some clearing there. Ashakanya, releasing the responsibilities. Where you feel responsible for someone, their happiness. You be you. As you love them. Health, oroko, the same ties around health and the body. And they're showing the ancestral lines and also trauma from this timeline and how it's distorted the cells and the DNA. Clearing, they want the clearing again for the health, clearing in the physical, but also the mental and emotional. And the blood. Hanganye asinyo soko Christos sonono Christos sonono Christos sonono sangane hanya yesi. Imagine yourself now fully vital, fully joyful, safe, protected. Hosokya in purpose. Oto nyeki. Ote. Vitality, rejuvenation, let it be so. Sangana se so sana, sangana se so sana, sangana se so sana, se na 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 ye, sangana sona sana ya se, sangana sona sana ya se no na ye. Thank you.
Shanima wea, shanima se watahe, shanima se hatekate watakataka se atakasikotoe antawe, tawe. Release, release expectations, release attachments to outcomes. Takawe satakatakahe, shanima we atakatakasewa, shanima we atakasakatakwa awe satawe awe satawe awe. Release attachments to the past, to your memories that hold you tethered. Shanimawe o takatasaweya, shanimawe o takasakataweya, shanimawe soweya tawe nawe tatawe hao, nanawe hao tatahawe hao. Shanimawe o takataka kweta, shanimawe o takataka weya, shanimaweya, shanima. The way to move is to release. To move upwards, it's to release. Shanima way, takawe, shanima way, takawe, shanima.
Heartbreak, releasing grief, sorrow, sadness. Open the heart. Open the heart. This is the call of grace. Open the heart. This is the call of grace. Open the heart. No to rehindiana ke atana tata ke akata tate na kata tate na toto o andana o kandana isialiati. You are so loved. You are so loved. Let the spiral of love come through you all now. Breathe in deeply. Spiral of love works its way down through your body, into your legs, into the earth, and it's going to spin and move and open and connect you. Oh, as one. Oh, anye, into one, into unity. Oh, anye, 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 anye. And Tamara and I now will simultaneously bring through any other codings. Anye, awanye, akianye, yawaye, o anye. so loved. Anzia. Kishamate akasha okonye shukote tata yeah notokoye aka
Amase wa
tokoye
amase
chaye aka shukonyati nenye akoye chichichi
siam papoyasa siam papose
Rumbalani, rumba, 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 rumba. Dim ram, dim ram, dim ram, dim ram, dim ram. Mama, kama chakra prakshana vam, dim ram, dim ram, dim ram. Let the Great Mother through. Call her forward. Hamza ye anye. With her comes your creation power. Release where you have stifled your creation power. There's quite a lot of pain on that one. It's safe to create. This is why we have come here. It's safe to create. This is why you be. The very essence of you is creation. I am the mother, and I am in you and with you. Receive of me as I receive you. Malkia Marshaka Zekao. Violet flame and Melchizedek's Kundono. Reclaim your power that you've given away through your voice, your actions, or that was taken. Release the story. If you're ready, receive it of me. Call it home. Reclaim yourself. So please come home me, all parts of me, past, present, future, any part of me that was lost, any part of me that was suppressed, any part of me rejected or abandoned, come home, back home into the love and light of all that I am right here, right now. Breathe in the slivers of golden energy of your soul fragment particles coming home. They are clear and no longer contracted in any time, dimension, space, or being to any being. Kia Shanya, see, recognize your sovereignty. Shukam, Dea, Dehe, De. Thank you. We love you.
Titiwate, ti sititi. Titiwa, titiwate unziti. Come into alignment. Come into your heart. Come into alignment. Come into your heart. This is where your power lies. Titiwate un satawaya. Titiwate sa. Titiwa namasea wala. Titiwa namasea.
We thank you for being present during this clearing. Thank you for hearing our call. Thank you for connecting with us. This has been a clearing so that you are primed and ready for the full moon, where we shall come again with even more Hanyakyasa, so that you may receive the codes Andanyasiki that are aligned within your blueprints, Ukushutimana, right here, right now, in this time on earth. Ukushotokiyama, Hasanye, Asiya Sanye, Hanye, some call this an upgrade. Hasanya Asiya Kayakiyankiya, a new mapping system, Dono Shokoyesi, to facilitate you in your purpose, your way. Hajanyi, as a new mapping system, will also be coded into the Earth grid system once again. Hulshunyasi, in preparation for the gateway of the equinox. Hapte, Kanyasi, nourish yourselves now. Drink water, eat well, sleep well. Move your physical bodies as you need. Haye Kianye. Breathe peace in on the breath. Peace be with you. Peace be in me. Peace to the whole world. Thank you. Amen. You feeling complete, or is there anything else you wanted to say?
I'm feeling very dizzy. The energies are really strong. And I was shown the mapping is already there. The higher, the angelics, those our beings, our guides from the high, they have already constructed the 5D matrix. I was shown that. And we're injecting the light into it that is creating the connections, the solid connections. Oh, beautiful. And the back of my head is pulsing.
Let's take a little
Something was pulled out. Oh, how's everybody feeling?
Strong. And if we need a little grounding, I'm just going to do a grounding mantra, and we'll check the comments. Just let you guys drink your water while this mantra is coming out. As your feet are dropping to the earth, feel connected. Om. Aim Klim Saum Serahana Bava Sayanoli Bava Tripura Bava Tikayoli Bava Waripura Bava Bava Noli Bava Paripura Bava Bava Noli Bava Om Aditru Muruga Om Guru Guru Paramaguru Om Kumara Ranakala Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Just take a breath in. It is strong, ladies. Yeah. Beautiful. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hello, Paige. So nice to see you here. Welcome, my love. You're right there with us. We felt you all, every single one of you. Even those of you that will be joining us in the future, I could feel the presence of you. Laurel, you live over a ley line, my love. Wow. I came as I was asked. I came in as I was asked to include it as well. Absolutely. And share the brilliant light we are all bringing through and saw it spreading across the planet and in all of the lines. Amen. Thank you. Lots of spontaneous light language. Beautiful, Laurel, from a water elemental on freedom to flow. Absolutely. And the new ones, so loving. They really are. Sing the planet, is it? Sing the planet? And give me the gift of clear voice. And I felt my voice shift until it was coming through all of my energy centers. Wow. Wow. Have a look through there, Tamara. See if there's any there that are popping out. Thank you, Linda.
I feel like a magnet to the earth. This is Angelina. I felt that pull. And Gaia was talking. Connect to the earth. It is the only thing that's real. Ooh.
Right.
I'm still feeling a bit ooh.
A lot of grounding energy I felt coming through me. So you're maybe bringing up the higher frequencies. I'm here. I'm here for more. And this is what I feel like is coming through. What Tamara and I have done is what I'm planning for. I'm planning, not just me, by the way. Laurel, Victoria, Paula, all the ladies that are watching this now, there's many more of you, there's 13 of us, that we want to do something like this all the time. So whenever you're feeling you need something, you're popping into a community that has this type of thing going. And it's a space for your own sharers, a space to feel safe. It's sacred space, right?
This is what exactly we are being called to do. Absolutely. Community.
Yeah.
And the more that we share this, the more that you use your light language and you put it out into the world. Wow, I was shown the light that's being injected into the 5G grid now. We are doing this. Those of us that are holding this light and shining it, fearless, that's the word that just keeps coming through. Do it fearlessly. This is what we're here to do. This is why we came. That's why we're here now.
Absolutely. Laura wants to live. Well, you kind of do, my love. You're the most magical woman I've met. Like, definitely one of them. Laurel is beautiful light language speaker, and she writes amazing codes.
Oh,
I'm not saying this is all the time, but I know most of the time after transmission she gets specific codes and she just shows them to us in her space. So I love Laurel. Thank you,
beautiful.
Victoria.
Yes, lots of releasing tears. I'm scraping my eyes. It's the energy. It's the energy that has to come through. Fearless was my intention. Victoria's saying that. Yes.
Yeah.
Powerful.
So I'm going to take a few deep breaths in, and the reason I'm doing that, I can feel an expansion in my chest, but I have a little pain there, and some of you might know that I'm going through a little grief right now. We've had news in the family, someone's not well, and I know some of you, that's going to start releasing, because some of you joined my live earlier today and you said heartbreak was big, so I can feel that in myself. So those of you that might be with that, we're releasing that as well. So don't worry if any symptoms like that come up. It can feel a little uncomfortable. I just want to say that because the codes that came through were very powerful. Okay, so sometimes after something like this, and this was a clearing, which is why we have tomorrow, Sunday, before we go into Monday, you're having a 2-day rest period essentially. Drink lots of water, get out in nature, journal if you need to, speak to a friend, connect, swim, walk, jump, run. Using your body in nature will be very helpful to integrate what has come through. And you're actually I'm really seeing shedding. And just like you see a butterfly shed its skin, or a snake shed, you need to wiggle the body to help that move, right? You need to move the body. So that's just coming through for me to reiterate that as an integration protocol. Those of you that need a little assistance or help, join the Lionsgate Group, okay, my Lionsgate Group, because I have integration assistance in there if you need it. And I have integration protocols if this is new to you, just in case it is, okay, so you don't feel a little, oh, I don't know what to do with all that now. So I'll put a link in for that. I didn't think about that before, but that's just coming into my mind to say, okay, in case somebody needs support, come into that group, the Lionsgate Group. I want to just say before we close out as well that Tamara is available if one of you has yet to activate your light language, or is interested in life coaching or energy healing, and you're resonating with Tamara right now. She is available. You just, add her as a friend here, message her. She's got a group or a work page that she will post, and you can message her via that and book in with her. She's a very powerful light language activator and healer. I also want to say for myself, little toot toot, if somebody is looking for a really immersive experience where we work through a lot of stuff like being seen, being heard, traumas around that, and want to activate your light language in music, in writing and dancing and speaking and signing, we do all of it in in my light language courses. I'm going to be posting more details about that in the next week or two for October. So my light language level 1 is going to be for October sometime, and I will put the deets of that up at the end of this week. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Mary, for that little plug. I appreciate it. And yes, I really am. If any of you are resonating with me and my energy, I am available. So please reach out. But of course, Mary is the OG. But I'm so grateful for this opportunity to come into this community. So thank you.
I love you.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love you, Mary. And I'm so happy to have connected with all of you beautiful souls.
Yes, we share, and we build, and we create. And together we move, all of us. We realize and we move. I love it. Don't forget, last little plug, Monday. Monday is when, this was the clearing to prepare the way. Okay, so Monday is the full moon, the harvest full moon. I don't yet know, and this is the thing, we don't always know what's going to happen, but something's happening. Okay, so Tamara and I both know something's a coming. There's some special coding coming through that's not yet been unearthed, okay? So, and it's from these new beings, and there's many others coming in. Even some of you I know on this live are going to be bringing these in as well. I definitely guarantee some of you that are watching this are also bringing it in with us, because we're co-creating. If you're watching this, you're part of this co-creation. You're helping make the cake. You're an ingredient. So 10 o'clock Monday CET, 7 o'clock UK Ireland, isn't it? And 2 o'clock EDT. I can't remember Pacific. What's the
11 a.m.
11 a.m. in the US. The link, if you register, and the link is actually here in the comments. If you click on the link, join the guest list. It's donation based. If you don't have a donation right now, you're more than welcome to come. This is given from heart. But if you would like to give, we would love to receive. We appreciate and accept that. Please do feel comfortable with that as well. You will, after you register, receive the Zoom link in your confirmation order, and you will receive an email from, it won't be from me this time, it's Tamara's business name. So it's Soul Quest Life Coaching, correct, Tamara?
Yes, Soul Quest Life Coaching and Energy Healing. It's you can see it at the bottom of my window. But I believe the email is coming from my private. So you'll see my name, T_Goodstein. And I believe most of you have received an email already where I reminded you for this evening and to have your water and your intention set. So that is the email that you'll be receiving it from. It'll be going out on Monday, early in the day.
Oh, Ashleen's just, I didn't know you were here, Ashleen. Another one of my beautiful ladies as well. And Michelle, oh, hello. Thank you for joining us, Michelle. Thank you so much. Some new faces here. It's so nice. Sadie, thank you. Thomasina, my love, thank you. I think we're complete. Are we complete? Yeah?
We are complete.
Let's take a breath in, yeah. As I'm doing that, I want to thank all the energies that were present, all of you beautiful ladies and gents that are watching this live and in the future. Thank you, thank you. And all the beings and energies that came through as we open and expand into the full moon. May the grace rest upon our hearts. May the peace move within us. May the light shine from us. And may our days be filled with joy, vitality, and happiness, in love and unity. Thank you.
Thank you. And so it is.
Mwah.
Bye, everybody. Mwah.
Bye.
This is beautiful. Thank you.
Bye, my loves. Bye, Tamara. I love you.
Love you.
Okay, I'm going to end. There we go. I ended live stream. And see you, my darling.